what's up guys, my name is Alois, and in this video I'll show you how a pro player plays the Jax matchup. I'll cover everything I'm thinking about during my laning phase, such as wave states, jungle interaction and item purchases. If you like this type of content, please consider subscribing and leaving a like, and comment down below what matchup you would like to see next. Alright, let's dive into it. Playing into Jax, we're obviously going to be starting Longsword 3, and let's talk about this matchup first. Jax generally will win the extended trades, right? The full all-ins, especially if you're both at full HP. Whereas Riven really prefers to do the short trades, tries to poke the Jax down, and eventually when you're both, let's say, more towards the 50%, that's where the Riven really shines, because Riven has more burst in her kit. So yeah, that's how I perceive the matchup. It's really a skill matchup. It really depends on spacing, right? Using your abilities properly with against his, and trying to avoid his E. So let's see how we do that. We see the Trundle invading. I use my ward here for some vision. It doesn't really do much, so we're forced to recall. But we do get the ward on enemy blue buff. And I see they're starting the blue buff, so right now I know that my Talon is pathing top, Trundle is pathing bot, which is one of the best scenarios that I can be in, right? Because that means that the Talon should be here around the first 4 waves, whereas enemy Trundle is going to be bot. So yeah, that's very good for us. Alright, so he's leashing. That means I'm going to try and get the prio again whenever I get the level 2 first. That is a very advantageous spot. So yeah, I'll try and until I get that. Okay, Jax comes back to lane. I'll start using my Q. As you can see, I'm delaying my Q, and he starts using his and he uses E right there. That's all good. Now he decides to go for last hits. I'll gladly punish because my Q is coming back up. I walk away 1 second. As you can see, my Q is coming back up right here. And now I'm chasing him. I'm stepping back 1 second. And as you can see, I'm instantly trying to path back as well, right? So I'm trying to path back, baiting him to walk forward with me. Whilst I get my Q back. He falls for it. And I get a little trade. And he's coming back up too. So since I am aware of this, I'm going to be using my Q like this. Knocking him back and getting a massive trade, right? So let's look at that one more time. Walking in. And then using it to knock him back. There we go. Perfect trade. Alright. I space. He uses Z again. My Q is coming back up. So I use Ignite to movement speed gap close. And now I get my Q back. And I force out this flash. Very nice. And that's where the Nimbus Cloak shines so hard. Now this wave is actually pushing towards me. So this Jax is in a lot of trouble now. He had 1 potion where I have 3. I'm still healing. I'm going to get my level 2. Yeah, so now one of the most common trade patterns you'll be using into Jax is literally just like this. I skill my W, or I should skill my W, and every time he goes for a last hit, W auto attack. There is genuinely no counterplay for Jax against this trade unless he can jump on you afterwards as well, right? But here I'm in an advantageous spot. If he does that without flash, he just gets, yeah, he just dies. So here, W auto attack, that's all I do. And now he can't play the game. Now I'm waiting for my next W. And yeah, honestly, the game's looking very rough for him. Alright. So here, Trundle did a banger, right? He did a blue buff, Gromp, Wolves into top. Which is a very greedy pathing to do, right? Because this leaves his entire bot side exposed. So all my entire goal is here to just live, right? I would say it. Bro. That is not the normal pathing to do, but at least it allows the Jax to play the game again, right? If he did not get this gank, this Jax game would be probably, yeah, really hard to play. So, get the wave in. I have a freeze here. The Jax decides to stay, which is an interesting choice. Let's see how I use my abilities here. So I've used my Q. Alright, he decides to stay. I use W alt attack again, right? This is a perfect trade pattern against the Jax. Nothing you can do against it. And perhaps I should be looking to be a bit more aggressive here. I'm trying to thin out the wave because, yeah. Okay, so I see what happened here. This minion walked into the turret. I'm trying to thin it out, but whilst doing so, I actually thinned it out too much, and now it's bouncing back to the Jax, so that allows him to recall for free, right? Because this wave is bouncing into him. So that's what happened. Now I'll try to get a recall off myself as well, since he's running TP, so he can TP back. I cannot, so I need to catch to push this wave in, so I can get that done as well. All right. Gonna try and stop me. He can't really. But I think what he's doing here is very smart, right? Because now I still need to crash the wave before this next wave is gonna come arrive as this as well. So I get it in. Very nice. All right, time for me to recall. He looks to cancel me. I don't think he will. Oh, wait, he actually does. Okay, yeah, he does cancel me. I don't remember now. He does cancel me. He cancels me again. Very smart by him. The reason why this is so smart and this cancel is very good, if he hadn't done this, I'll be walking back so much faster and I would have much more time to contest his bounce. Now, he cancelled me, so now I'll also be back way later. And as you can see, now this is already much trickier for me to contest the bounce, right? Because he's already level 5. I'm halfway to 5. So, yeah, it's tricky for me. But let's see how we approach this. So, QW, auto EQ out. Very standard trade pattern to use against this melee matchup, and again there's no counterplay for him. It's still W auto attack, but we just use a Q as well. You see, I cancel his auto as well. It's just such a tricky trade pattern for the Jax to ever play against. So now he Qs on top of me. Perhaps what I could have done differently here is use my Q3 here. If I use my Q3 here right now, and my abilities are coming back up, I don't think he ever has a window to kill me here. And since he has no flash, I'm close to level 5, I have Ignite Edge, I could probably kill him here, but I think here I was also just a little bit too scared of the big wave. So now, okay, I'm keeping the wave here. This is also a very nice pocket to play in, because Jax has no way of really pushing out the wave, right? So whenever you're playing in this pocket of the lane phase, if he ever jumps on top of you, you're very close to your third range, and whenever he walks up for a last hit, you can always look to punish him. So this is like a perfect pocket to play in. I use my Q to thin out the wave. Okay, here I try it, but he jumps over me. Okay. Perhaps I should have used my body here again more to keep the wave, right? I am kind of giving him the crash with his posture, but I definitely should have kept it because there's actually no threat on me. So well played to him there, and I fell for it. And now it's bouncing back into him again. So yeah, so since it's bouncing back into him again, he realizes as well, and he's looking to reset. So honestly, well played by him here. Okay, I get the crash. Look to push another wave since I can. I'm guessing I'm staying for... Okay, no, I don't. So yeah, here 700 purchase. It's not the best, right? What can you really get? I opt for the call fields, boots, and potion. I could go for longsword instead, but I love the extra potion. Okay, so now we're going back. I am 52 to 28 CS, however, because still what happened in the early game, right? So even though I did not get a kill, I'm still very far ahead. So that is always good. Alright, so now I did get my recall in time, and this bounce is going to happen much faster, right? So yeah, the bounce is happening. We're both level 6, we're on equal terms. Let's see how we play out these bounces, because these are the most important windows in these kind of matchups. So, let's look at the trade patterns. Gonna go for the last hit. W. Okay, here I cannot auto-attack because he's used his E preemptively, and therefore I'm also going to be EQing out, right? I was looking for the W auto-attack, but this time he uses E preemptively, now I cannot do it. So, we just react, that's all good. His E is off cooldown. Every last hit he goes for, I try and at least punish him a little bit. Alright, waiting for my cooldowns to come back up. Guess what? W auto attack. No counterplay for him. Just trying to poke him down. See his frustration coming up. Trying to use my Q to thin out the wave a little bit. Now it jumps onto me, I block it. All good. I'm looking for it. But here I don't go for the auto attack because I had no other abilities, right? If I went to go for the W auto attack here, he could use his E afterwards and jump on me because I have no cooldown. So yeah. Here we don't look for it, but still I get a little bit of poke in. Alright. I'm Q delaying. Sets to go, and I kite him out. W auto attack, as per usual. 8 Conqueror stacks, 10 Conqueror stacks. Trying to see if I can get my stacks up. I get level 7, I jump in. Keeping the wave here. Again, if it's in this pocket, he really cannot play. I think here I miss my abilities a little bit. But he also overstays, and now he went for the last hit, and yeah, now it's just a kill window, right? So, there we go. Okay, beautiful flash by him, doesn't matter. I get on top. I just live, I still have my EQ out. He uses pillar poorly. He takes a turret shot. My cooldowns are coming back up. I think, yeah, I kill him here as well, right? My cooldowns are coming back up. A very nice trick here, right? Very simple. I get the kill, and honestly, yeah, here the lane is looking pretty much, yeah, unplayable for the Jax, right? If we get to see tap here, it's 73 CS against 41 CS, 2 levels up. Well, almost 2 levels up, right? The game is unplayable here for the Jax. I think what's really clear here and really prevalent are the trade patterns into the Jax. Using the W, auto attack, and EQ out really leaves him no space to punish you, right? And alternatively, you can also do QW auto attack and then EQ out, just if you're not in range yet to do so. I hope this gave you some extra insights on how to play the Jax matchup. Yeah, this game is completely over, so I'll cut the VOD here. And I'm looking forward to see you guys in my next matchup, guys. Peace.